2026. The party lit, but the music is fucking trash. We need to turn this bitch up. No, I'm about to DJ the fucking party. For real. We got a lot of bad bitches in this bitch. We got a lot of rich niggas in this bitch. And I'm falling the fuck to sleep. I'm aggravated. Hey, boss man, D-Dog, big motion party or something. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Well, I know Sean Mack, number one. Number two, I'm from Chicago. Number three, I'm a DJ. Number four, I live in Miami and I DJ'd in Miami. So I kind of understand the situation. I'm going to help y'all understand it. Number one, being from Chicago, we have a certain way that we DJ. Number one, you know, we got about 5 or 6 genres you can choose from. So if you go to a regular party, you're going to hear juke. It's a must in Chicago. Some going to play house music. You're going to get some drill. You know, man, you're going to get some R&B and some steppers. That's kind of where you're going to get when you're in Chicago, one or the other. They help you get through the day, you know what I mean? So what ends up happening is you end up leaving Chicago and you go somewhere else. Now you go to Miami. Again, I stayed in Miami. Now when you get to Miami and I DJ, they said, well, we don't, you know, because I told them I'm from Chicago. They said, we don't like house. We don't do house. We don't do juke. We don't do drill. And so, by us being a club, you know, ain't have to be no steppers because we got lounges, they got clubs. So ain't no steppers in there. So you're gonna have to play some hip hop or some urban pop or either, you know, some real R&B. And I ain't talking about no Keith Sweat and Bobby Brown. No, I'm talking about some Ari, some SZA, some Summer Walker, that type of stuff, you know, to where the females, you know, they gonna turn up. That's kind of what R&B at, you know. You some Pretty Ricky, you know. You gotta come with some mainstream songs. There's been a lot of gatekeeping going on in Chicago. A lot of people going off names and this and that, but Chicago's speaking up now, and a lot of Chicagoans who actually go to Sean, because it's mostly women who go see Sean Mack. He got a couple of guys that, you know, try to jump on a bandwagon, but, you know, let's call the striker striking the ball. Now, if you've had 20, you know, songs in your playlist and they calling the songs one after another, then yeah, it is time, you know, to update your DJ list. It is what it is. You know, you should, you know, certain people just got certain folders, and really, I said it before years ago, but when I said it, I was considered a hater, you know what I mean? So it's really you hosting. No, you got to DJ the party, bro. I get it, you know, that when you there, you talking, you know, ladies and gentlemen, let's go, man. Who in the motherfucking house? Let's get it. You know, Tories, where the Tories at? The bitches, you got some good pussy. Scream, say, you know what I'm saying? All right, then turn the fuck up. Then play a song and the whole house going crazy. You doing all that shit to get a song off, right? That don't work everywhere. It don't work everywhere, you know. You got to be able to DJ. You got to be able to have songs that actually, you know, you can play and with your mouth closed and turn the party up. You know, so again, you know, Chicago, they calling him out now. Always, you know, they like, man, I'm glad somebody said it, you know, but a lot of people don't want to say nothing because they, you know, again, they, you know, he a radio DJ, he well respected, you know what I mean, but could he really DJ? His transition's good, you know, but can he really DJ? Is he really like that? I don't know, you know, again, I know a lot of DJs in Chicago that's way better. Because you're on the radio, don't mean that you're a good DJ. You know what I mean? You're a noticeable DJ, don't mean you're a good DJ. Now, he's not a horrible DJ, but a lot of events that he be getting, it ain't off skills. I can tell you that much. You know what I mean? It's, you know, promo. You know, you at certain radio stations and, you know, for like I say, for Young Miami, for her to, I'm going to tell you something. The reason she apologized, because they told her who he was. Oh, he a WGCI, the biggest radio station in Chicago? I didn't know that. She probably went there, did her homework, typed his name, like, oh, because now, you know, like, baby girl, you dropping a new album or a project, and I'm sure he's not going to play your music now, you know, and it's like, it's not good as an artist to down, because the DJs will get you going. But he's a DJ / a radio, so it's really not, it wasn't a good move for her. And it's like, what's she bringing out anyway? That's like, and I ain't capping for Matt, but what is you bringing out anyway? That's you know, high and muddy. Like, come on, man. Like, nah, we ain't doing that. You know, I don't know one song she made. Real talk. You know, she got her fame, I think, through you know, knocking down P Diddy is for what I know her from. You know, I ain't know she was an artist, real life. But you know, this gonna be a wake up call, not only to Sean Mack, but to a lot of DJs. You know, learn how to DJ. Get your skills together. Learn a crowd. What work in Chicago, don't work everywhere. Remember, I've been to Atlanta, been to Ohio, I've been to New York, I've been to Texas, again, Miami, Naptown, Wisconsin, you know, did I say Ohio? And, you know, I did the Memphis. So when you hitting these other regions, you have to learn that crowd. You're going to turn up for them. You know what I mean? Not Chicago. You know what we like. Before you go over there, you get in tune with a couple of DJs. Hey, man, what's hot? What they like? Woo, woo, woo. And then that's how you do it like that. You know, it just, you know, for the DJs that, you know, that don't know. But that's kind of the short of it, you know, other than that. But now, moving forward, everybody watching him. Everybody watching him. All the DJs know. The word get out quick in Chicago. So now, everybody watching him. What would he do next? What would he do next? Only time will tell. I'm definitely watching him. I already had an eye on him, you know. But now I want to see is he going to transition or is he going to keep doing what he's doing? Because hadn't it been me, I'd have treated her as on the mic. But I understand that, you know, he got to stay professional. I get it, you know. But I don't know. I would have said something, Joe, you know. But it is what it is. So ain't nobody heard from him or nothing like that. But, you know, we know where he at. I know where he at.
I am from Chicago, and I do want to chime in on the Sean Mack conversation because I think it's necessary. It's not like he gonna listen. He got an ego that's so big, it's bigger than the city of Chicago, to be completely honest. And I love Sean Mack. You know, where he be DJing, I be trying to pull up. But his playlist is very predictable. You already almost know what he's gonna play in the set. Like, never a time I went out and seen Sean Mack and he didn't play Dreams of Nightmare. It's not one time I ain't went to go see Sean Mack and he didn't play Kelly Price. It's not one time I ain't seen Sean Mack and he playing G Herbert, Beefing About My Bitch. And it's getting old. Things are evolving and you have to do so as well. If that means updating your playlist to fit the vibe, then do so. Everything, playing house music in Miami, like, it's time to switch it up, y'all. And this ain't even no disrespect to Sean Mack, but I know when I go see Sean Mack what he about to play. I really just go out for the vibes that he bring out.
Now, Sean Mack did address the situation and said, you know, it wasn't him, the DJ before him, you know, he was pissing her off, woo up the band. But she apologized to you, Sean Mack. She apologized to you. So I get it. I get it. And I'm gonna post that, you know, at the end of this video. But she said, I want to apologize to Sean Mack. So I don't think she was talking about the other DJ because guess what? Nigga, you was on and you played the Big Boogie song. Like, come on, man. Don't cap, nigga. She was talking about you. I mean, it is what it is, you know, but he did speak on it and try to, make it like, well, it wasn't me. No, it was you. You know, we sent the video. She apologized to you. But it is what it is, bro. You know, hey, get it together, gang.
We was in Miami. I was in the spirit of the moment, you know, just trying to get lit, trying to turn the party up. Y'all know I'm a fun girl. I was just genuinely trying to have a good time. The video took place. And I just want to send a publicly apology to DJ Sean Mack. Shout out to DJ Sean Mack. It was never my intentions to publicly disrespect somebody or make somebody look crazy again. I was just trying to turn up, have fun, have a good time, and it happened publicly. So I'm sending my publicly apology to DJ Sean Mack.